Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan.
And I'm Jessica Moore. We begin here at 5 with that first alert weather day. New York City and the entire tri-state area are under excessive heat warnings to start the week. Highs hit the mid to upper 90s today, but as anyone who's been outside for 5 minutes can tell you, it actually felt like triple digits.
Construction crews, imagine being these guys working through blistering heat in Manhattan. A stark reminder that not everyone can stay inside with these intense conditions. And crews are opening cooling centers across the region, including this one in Yonkers, where chairs and water stations have been set up. And the National Weather Service says the record high temperature for today in Central Park has been tied at 96 degrees. The last time it was reached on this date was a while back.
Wow.
1888.
We have team coverage for you tonight. Elijah Westbrook is tracking how the city's transit system and air conditioning are holding up. But we want to begin with Lonnie Quinn in our virtual studio, who's timing out how long this dangerous heat will last.
Well, good enough, Jess. You've heard the term before. Now we are living the term. We are under a heat dome. Typically, hot air wants to rise and sort of rises and rises, exits the area. Under a heat dome, it can't escape. It's like a big blanket covering our area, and that heat just stays in place. Right now, at this hour, Rockaway Beach, the place to be, it's 81 degrees. Yeah, look at White House Station. At this hour in White House Station, it's 97 degrees. You factor in some of that humidity that you're referring to. White House Station feels like 114 degrees. You betcha. We have got advisories and warnings in place. Take a look at what we are talking about. Here we go. 82 degrees will be the temperature for tonight. However, this is what we see out there for your day tomorrow. The excessive heat warnings remain in place. Central Park hit 96 degrees. All right, 96 degrees today, tied the record. Dick, you were just talking about that. Plenty of spots broke the record, established new benchmarks. For Newark, New Jersey, you hit 101, record 99. So that one's the old number. Now it's 101. You were 94 in Bridgeport. The record there was 91. More heat to come for tomorrow. In fact, I think some of the numbers could be even bigger tomorrow, but we're going to talk about that in just a bit.
All right, Lonnie, thanks very much.
Okay.
The high temperatures causing power problems throughout the area. More than 12,500 Con Ed customers are without power. PSE&G New Jersey also has more than 12,000 customers without power. PSEG Long Island has 674. JCP&L more than 500. And Orange and Rockland County have 155 customers in the dark. Con Ed is asking customers in parts of Staten Island and Brooklyn to conserve energy while crews repair equipment. The agency says it's reduced voltage in areas covered by this request by 8% to protect equipment and maintain service as repairs are made. To find out if your neighborhood is impacted, go to cbsnewyork.com.
Dozens of people had to be treated for heat-related illnesses after lining up for high school graduations in Paterson, New Jersey. It's raising questions now about why the events went on despite the stifling heat. Christine Sloan spoke with families whose ceremonies were cut short.
With the temperature hitting triple digits, parents and loved ones of Paterson students graduating had to wait in a long line to get into Hinchcliffe Stadium. The oppressive heat, though, sending some into ambulances.
I just noticed you were in the ambulance. What happened?
I had an asthma, like a little asthma attack and everything. They put me in. They gave me the breathing machine. They wanted to take me. I don't want to go because I don't want to miss my son's graduation.
Patterson officials say dozens had to be treated at the scene, others taken to the hospital for different ceremonies scheduled in the afternoon, but 3 of them cut short.
They didn't call nobody else's name. They canceled it. Oh, no. All they did was say congratulations to everybody. East, I didn't even finish going through.
This parent and others angry.
Everybody should have graduated last week while it was cool because y'all knew this heat wave was coming.
I think we should have had an alternative. What all these high schools we got, we should have had an alternative.
Standing out here just for a few minutes, grueling. This crowd behind me in line for more than an hour.
We got the fan. We're trying to do our best out here because it's feel like we're gonna die.
Many shielding themselves from the scorching sun and trying to stay cool any way they could.
How did you manage to find this shady spot?
Well, with everybody else, you just got to look for it. If not, we'd be under the car with the shade.
Firefighters on hand with water and ice and tending to people, but parents determined to savor the moment.
Here for my daughter's graduation. Congratulations, Julia. We love you.
Muy feliz.
This mom says her son will be studying medicine. It's unclear why the city chose to hold graduation ceremonies at the stadium on one of the hottest days, even as it sent out a heat advisory alert to residents. In Paterson, New Jersey, Christine Sloan, CBS News, New York.
On Long Island, Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman got the word out today about staying safe in the extreme heat.
You must stay hydrated. You must wear your sunscreen. Wear loose clothing. Do not exercise if it's too hot. Make sure that you do your exercise indoors if you have to do it. Heat stroke is a real issue when it gets this hot.
Now, Nassau County has cooling centers set up at administrative facilities in Cantiago and Wantagh Parks from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and at Mitchell Field, which is open 24 hours. We continue our team coverage on the extreme heat with Elijah Westbrook. He covers transportation and got a first-hand look at how the MTA and subway riders are handling the hot stuff.
It's just very hot. It's not really, you can't really breathe down here, to be honest with you.
Ask any subway rider today, and yes, it's pretty bad underground. Sweltering temperatures make it downright unbearable waiting for the next train.
It's very depleting. Takes a lot of your energy, and of course, you got to stay hydrated.
Platform temperatures in some cases can reach as high as 104 degrees, according to some of the latest data from the Regional Plan Association. When it's that bad, some riders anticipate a bit of relief when stepping on board where there's air conditioning, but not in this case.
102. 103.
That's right, more than 100 degrees in this particular subway car on the one line. We followed these MTA rail car inspectors seen here at South Ferry using a thermometer to test the temperature before each train leaves the station.
When that happened, because, the train itself has 10 cars. So if one car is hot, so all 10 cars will have to be removed from service.
Now, in these conditions, each subway car needs to be inspected before it enters service. But in this particular case, this car is reading more than 90 degrees. The train will finish its service run. It'll head to the yard where it's there. It'll get fixed.
Now, the average temperature is like 72.5. degree Fahrenheit. We have 27 lines, meaning that, we do a temperature survey and, on all the cars, on all the lines.
MTA crews also check the tracks for any damage and critical infrastructure like communications and electrical rooms that can overheat, potentially causing disruptions. Additional staff is also deployed for heat patrols. From Lower Manhattan, Elijah Westbrook, CBS News, New York.
Westchester County is opening pools early this year to help people beat the heat. Here are some of the public pools that opened today. This is a look at the fun at Saxon Woods Pool in White Plains. The pools will stay open through Labor Day. Operating hours are between 11 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. And coming up in our next half hour, we speak with the president of Con Ed, Matthew Ketchke. We also have a Beat the Heat section on our website with lots of good information, including symptoms of heat stroke and how heat can impact your mental health. Find it all at cbsnewyork.com.